TitleMatchNetwork.com.
Lex Luger?
Lex Luger started out in Florida when I was down there, and nobody liked him except me, hardly. And I traveled with him, and stuff. He was kind of a quiet, aloof kind of guy, but a nice guy. I'm a very very intelligent guy, and he and I traveled together. But I think the guys didn't like him because I was in that kind of a transitional era when guys that were starting out did not have to pay dues anymore.
Right.
They didn't get beat up or stretched, for a while. Guys that looked good the way he did, 6'4", and all ripped up, could just kind of like slide into a top spot. And there's a little bit of, I think, animosity, there.
Were you with the promotion when he had a cage match with Brody?
Yes, I was there.
Yeah, okay.
And
We have it on video.
Luger crawled out of the cage.
Yes.
Yes,
He wouldn't sell for him at all.
the baby face crawled out of the cage and ran from Brody.
What were some of your favorite towns to work during NWA? Like, where were the best fans?
Wow, it's a hard question.
I like Philadelphia and Baltimore myself, too.
Yeah, it was good.
I'll tell you, the town I didn't like was Beckley, West Virginia.
Why's that?
I had a major lawsuit there for $6 million. And it was actually settled the night before the trial was going to start. And they paid this guy who started the whole thing, by the way, paid him $450,000.
Fan incident?
Yeah.
Is this NWA days?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other guy threw
An aisle marker.
Stan mark hit me, but Stan said, "Watch you got it."
I went, look out, Bobby. This wooden like an aisle marker. It was like a 2x4 and had a triangular wooden thing. So
Right.
like section C, and the bottom was like a cross thing. And it was a Saturday night, and they served beer there. And Cornette set the tone by going, "Well, it's really nice to be back here in Beckley, West Virginia, home of the black lung disease." We're like, Jesus Christ, don't say it. I mean, they hated us anyway, and it's like, we're putting them over, don't get any heat.
Right.
It's Saturday night, they're drunk, they want to kill us.
Yeah.
Let's don't do anything. Security was like local guys wearing like T-shirts that
Right.
said security, Bubba and Billy Ray, Bob and stuff. So anyway, we got no heat. They won. I mean, fair and square, clean in the middle, 1, 2, 3. But mistake that happened was they rolled out of the ring and left us there.
Yeah.
What they should have done was stayed there with their hands raised, let us roll out, beating guys and
Right.
get back safely without getting killed. But they didn't do that. So that's how it all started.
Did you find the fans, like Philadelphia and Baltimore, were they a lot different than fans like in the Carolinas and other places, or did you find them more like smarter?
Yeah.
Even back
yeah,
then.
Uh-huh. Yes.
Did you enjoy working in front of them at that time, or as much, or?
Yeah, I liked it. Especially when they started chanting, "Shane sucks Johnny's cock."
Yeah.
I remember that.
the most hated babyface
My
tag
God.
team in the history of the business. That was great. The dynamic dudes.
What's your favorite matches of your career?
Favorite?
Your best match you ever had? One that stands out?
Gosh, we wrestled so many matches over the. For me, a 15-year career. For Bobby, probably about 20 years. Not one just stands out, but probably the matches against, I guess, the Rock and Roll Express were probably the most fun, the most, the most over, and the crowd was just really, really, into it. You could just, control the crowd. You could lift them up, and then you could calm them back down and stuff, and then bring them back in here, and finally they have that explosion when the hot tag is made, and we're flying around for them and stuff. And
Did you guys have any regrets?
yeah, I shouldn't have left WCW to go with Cornette to Smoky Mountain Wrestling in 1990. I should have stayed on there for another 5 or 6 years and made even a whole lot more money and instead of going to Smoky Mountain. But that's one of those things.
Do you guys prefer to work babyface, heel? Didn't matter.
Heel
Heel.
for me.
Me too.
Definitely heel. Even when Steve Kerr and I, as the Fabs, were actually, quote unquote baby faces, we were kind of heelish. We were like rugged, but we didn't. But we're never like that, gingerbread and milk kind of, baby face kind of guys. But healing, to me is just fun. It's
A lot more fun. Yeah.
It's being cocky and it's just doing all that, the silly stuff that you and I could do, and it's just a lot more fun.
Besides the NWA, what was your favorite territory to work in?
I guess mine would have to be Memphis
Yeah, mine too.
because the Fab thing was so much fun. I mean, good God Almighty, we had so many women.
Were you surprised when you were let go from WCW?
Yeah.
Eric Bischoff claims the reason that I guess you were let go is because you would not show up at the power plant to train. Is that true?
No. It's a bunch of bullshit. They never sent my notice in the first place. And they're lying like hell if they say they did because they got no proof of it. What I was doing these video games up in Vancouver for EA's Electronic Arts.
Right.
And I was going to the power plant. And then they wanted me to go to do TV. I've had 3 guys call me and tell me which one to go. You know, one of them said, we'll come to the power plant this week. One of them said they'll be at TV Tuesday. Then they said, well, you got to go to Canada. So that's a bunch of bullshit, you know. They're all lying if they say that. I've always not shown up for towns.
What exactly happened? I mean, what
I didn't get no check.
you just,
So I called them. I said, still hadn't got my check. They said, well, it's been released. So I didn't know that. I suppose I had a job for life, you know. That's one of the reasons, too, I did putting the guys over, you know.
Right.
I was trying to figure out what I was doing for the best for the company, you know. That was a big whopper.
I guess this is a question for either of you guys. Would you ever want to become bookers?
Hell no.
No.
I never want. No.
Who are some guys you see right now in Ohio Valley that you think could be big stars?
I think Brock Shelton, I think is his name.
Yeah.
Him.
Brock Lesnar?
Brock Lesnar, yeah. Shelton. I can't
Sheldon
think.
Benjamin?
Yeah, yeah. Him. Randy Orton.
What about Leviathan?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That makes money with him.
Do you feel that younger guys can get trained as well as, like, say, you guys, because there's lack of territories now, or it's difficult now, right?
It's hard, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Corning runs some small towns there, you know, just so the guys get some experience of working in front of people.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Do you think Ohio Valley kind of has a feel of like an older? Is it like the closest thing you think of now that to an older territory?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's just the way it is.
Right. Yeah. Do you think that they're necessary still? Do you think they're necessary for pro wrestling these days?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What is your thoughts on the state of wrestling today?
I think it's going to have to, sooner or later, it's going to have to go back to some kind of a wrestling. You just can't go on and on, but getting chairs broke over your head. And I think now, maybe you can. You can, fine. You know, somewhere down the line, you know.
How about you, Steve?
I watch it, you know, sporadically, but you know, from what I hear, that it's been on a real high for the past 4, 5, 6 years, and it's, you know, historically been a roller coaster business. It'll be high, at a high level there, you know, sell out crowds for like 3 or 4 years, and then it'll drop down. This is a cycle kind of thing. So I look forward to drop off again, you know, soon. But you know, maybe not. Maybe it'll stay up there. They got Stone Cold and, you know, The Rock and stuff. It's really it's hot now. It's really, you know, it's more of a soap opera now. You know, it's always been a soap opera, but now it's even more so. You know?
Stan don't get a chance to really see the younger guys like that
No,
at school because you don't show them on TV.
Right.
Not like that, you know, because they're not really good at film TV yet. So I get to see them, you know, so I'm pretty more up to date on, I guess, their standings because you don't get to see them, you know.
Is there any guys? Go ahead.
There's a bunch of guys out there just on the independent things. I'm sure you've seen Stan too, and I have too.
they could make it, right?
Yeah.
Have a chance.
Watch thousands of exclusive shoot interviews right now on TitleMatchNetwork.com.